Hello and welcome to Grimsby. No, that's not right, is it? No, sorry, that's how I was meant to be starting a video, but this video hasn't quite gone to plan. So this is a video of 3 parts. First part, as I say, was about going to Grimsby. Now, if you don't know Grimsby, it's a seaport town on the East Lincolnshire coast, and it was going to make a great location to illustrate some key points in photography that I wanted to do in this video. So those 5 key points were: 1, everywhere's photogenic; 2, but not everywhere's mountains and lakes; 3, you should always look beyond the hot spots; 4, you can always get something from nothing; and 5, therefore there's always a shot to be had. But there's nowhere more apt for those phrases than Grimsby. So welcome to Grimsby. No, that's what I was going to say, welcome to Grimsby. So I went to Grimsby a couple of years ago because I wanted to see for myself if that unfortunately named seaport town that's not really known for its photographic potential did in fact have photographic potential. So I got some really great shots there, so I was going to take you back, show you the place and show the shots I got. Unfortunately, I didn't realise at the time the place I went to, the street I went to, was out of bounds. It was on the port side of the town, a place where you have to go through security to get there, and somehow I managed to sneak through. I don't know what I did, I hadn't even realised, honest. So when I went back this time, I got stopped and told I couldn't go to that area, and so I couldn't go and do the video, and obviously I wouldn't be able to do any video and be on there because it's out of bounds. So I can't actually show in person the place where I went to, the street that I shot, where I got the actual shots that day. I'll tell you what, I'll show you on Google Maps. It's on Street View, and you can see here, there you go, that's the street. See, very nondescript, looking up that way and looking that way. Probably just the type of place you would just walk past, thinking you're moving on to somewhere else. Nothing to stop for, nothing to photograph. And that's where you'd be wrong, because these are the shots I got from there. So all the shots I took there were just taken with one camera, one lens, my Olympus EP5 and the 20mm pancake lens. Very simple for very simple shots. But I thought I would top up those pictures that I got this time with another camera. And that camera is this one, a favourite with all you out there. So this is my new replacement Polaroid camera, the 1 Step 2, the one I showed in that other video. But this one hopefully is working. But as I say, because I couldn't go and shoot there, I haven't found out whether this camera works better, as I'm sure you're all dying to know. But those shots, that location would have been perfect for this camera, absolutely perfect. So it's a shame I couldn't have used it. So that was the location, those were the shots I got. That was the point I was trying to get across, that everywhere's photogenic, though it didn't quite go to plan. Anyway, that's part 1. So on to part 2 of this video, where I wanted to show you some new gear that I've got, or new gear that I've modified. Some of it you'll be interested in, some of you may not. So first up is my new tripod. Well, it's kind of a new tripod. It's the same tripod that I had before, the Manfrotto 055, a favourite of mine if you've seen from the other videos. I got a new one for several reasons. First of all, the old one was starting to look a bit old, it was creaking a bit, and it was about time it had been updated. I'd had that one for about 10 years, so it served well. The second reason is because when I do my videos, I use this little extension arm. I put my video camera on that, it means I don't have to hold a selfie stick all the time. This new tripod has an actual socket for this arm. The other one I used to clamp around the top, but this one has an accessory socket, so it means I can screw that in there, fits nicely. So that's the second reason. The third reason was because I've never had spikes for the tripod. So as I was getting a new tripod, I thought I'd get a new set of spikes that fitted this tripod but not my old one. And so these are the Manfrotto spikes you can get for this tripod. They're not the biggest spikes in the world. I preferred them to be a bit longer, but I suppose something's better than nothing, so I'll see how I get on with these. So those are the 3 reasons I got a new tripod. Also got a new strap for it. A carrying strap. I don't like the shoulder strap, I just wanted one that wrapped round so I didn't have to hold one of the legs that started making the legs go a bit loose. Anyway, I had to modify this tripod slightly. Speaking to Manfros out there, I don't know if you cut corners a bit on how you build the tripods, but this one I don't think was quite built to the same standards as my previous one. First of all, this one rattles in 3 places. No, one of them isn't Grimsby. First of all, where this extension arm screws on, there's a screw thread in the top of the tripod. And if you don't have the arm or an accessory in there, that screw thread rattles around. Luckily, I've solved that by putting this arm in there and it locks it up. But if you don't have an accessory in there, that rattles. That's annoying. The second rattle happens, if I undo this. This is the new model which has the center column that can go horizontal. My old one didn't do that. But there's a sort of an O-ring here, a securing ring. I think it stops the top of the socket coming out. But that again is not fitted tightly. It rattles around. That was really annoying me as well. I thought if you're walking along and that's rattling along, don't like that at all. So anyway, I solved that with just a little bit of tape on there. So that solved that. Now my third issue, again, involved a bit of tape. Something that shouldn't happen. I almost sent it back for this reason, because when I put the leg halfway out, even when I locked it up, I found that the rest of the leg inside the other leg, the bigger leg, the metal was hitting the inside of that leg, inside the tube, and again it was rattling round. With all 3 legs extended, all 3 rattling, it was making a right old clatter. I thought, that's not good, that is just not good. I had a look at my old tripod, just to see what was happening, and I noticed on that one there's a kind of like a rubber sealing ring around the top of the tube so that it makes a tight seal in there, it's not loose. So I was about to send it back because of that, because I didn't think it was good enough, but then I thought, let's get some tape out. There's tape around where that rubber seal isn't on this one. So a bit of tape, no rattle, and we have a nice silent tripod. So that's my first new addition. Now, I don't really talk about my vlogging gear on this channel. It's not really something you're probably interested in. But I have bought a new video camera. The first one I had was the Canon G7X, the Mark I version. The video cameras I've had, I've always wanted them to be smaller than my shooting camera. And most cameras that perhaps shoot 4K, which I was hoping to upgrade to, they're bigger. So I didn't really want to go to a bigger camera. So whilst I look into that, and in the meantime, I thought I'd just buy a new version of the Canon G7X, so I've got the Mark II. Now the reason I upgraded is because when I was doing the video at Ullswater, it was raining that day and I actually got some rain inside the lens of the G7X. It stuck to the inside of the lens and it started to smear and meant I was getting flare from my shots that I was doing since then. Now to avoid that issue happening again, I've modified the camera and made it waterproof. This is the first fully waterproof G7X. Now as you'll see here, all I've done is put a clear plastic bag over the top of the camera. However, what I've done is gone one step further and I've got this little sealing tube, acts like a little bit of a lens hood. This is actually the bottom half of a photography loop where you look at transparencies on the light box. This is the bottom half. It's the perfect fit to fit over the lens. Then what I've done is to stick a 52mm UV filter, clear filter, onto this tube. So the filter protects the front of the lens, the tube protects the actual lens housing, and the bag sits over the camera. A fully waterproofed Canon G7X. And that's going to be really useful. I'm off to Scotland very soon, so that's probably where my next videos will come from. And it rains a lot in Scotland, so it'd be great to have my video camera fully waterproofed. So for my next modification, many of you may be interested in this one. If you may remember, I was doing a video recently doing ultra wide angle lenses, and I was using my new Leica 8-18mm. It was a great lens that I could also use my original 7.5 system filter holder on the front, which you can't do with the other lenses at this zoom range from the other manufacturers, because it's got a filter thread on the front. So I could use most of my filters, except if you remember from the video, I can't use the polarizer. The polarizer for the 7.5 system is too small. So I was holding, or trying to hold with Blue Tack, a 100mm polarizing filter over the front to use that in combination with this, this lens. Not a great solution, but I've got a better one. This is my modified 7.5 filter holder. What I've done is to use a little bit of plastic and some screws to attach the 100mm adapter ring for the polarizer and fit that to the standard 7.5 system filter holder. And that clips onto the front of this lens, and there we have a fully working, fully secure polarizer on the 7.5 system on this lens. Genius. Now I have patented the idea, and you'll probably see this come up on Dragon's Den when I'm trying to sell this idea to Peter Jones for 10%. Anyway, that's my mod. Glad I've got that. Works a treat. So on to part 3 of this video. Now you may have seen that I've recently reached the dizzy height of 20 million subscribers. So, sorry, 20,000 subscribers, that's better, yes. So thank you everybody who has subscribed. Thank you for helping me reach this little milestone of 20,000. So as a thank you, I thought I'd do a little giveaway. Now you've probably heard me banging on about my E6 subscription in previous videos. E6 subscription, which is my subscription service that I run from my website, which offers exclusive videos and e-guides amongst other things in a yearly subscription. So I thought, as a thank you, I would give away a 1-year subscription to one of you. Well, many of you have asked why I call this channel E6 Vlogs. Well, it's kind of like a play on words, or a play on a word, as it were. And there's 3 reasons why I call it that. The first, which is the E, is because I have e-guides and e-books available as part of the subscription. So you have a small e for an e-book, that's the E bit. The 6 is because there's 6 wonderful features of the subscription, which are the videos, the e-guides, the e-books, the image reviews, the exclusive content, and the discount of my courses and workshops. Now my question for you for the giveaway to win the year's subscription is to tell me what E6 means. It's an old photography term, and if you don't really know what it is, you can go to my website, see on the E6 subscription page, and I've got it on there. But also, if you just Google search it, it'll come up there. As I say, it's an old photography term, easy to find. So that is my question for you. What does E6 mean in photography terms? So, chance to win, just give this video a like, give it a thumbs up, not a thumbs down, give it a thumbs up, and then just put your answer in the comments below. Then what I'll do is I'll go through all the correct answers in the comments below and randomly pick one person to win the subscription. Then what I'll do, I'll give you until Wednesday. Today's Sunday, this is the Wednesday coming. So you've got until Wednesday to comment with the correct answer. I will pin my own comment to the top line of the comments in this video, so you can come back to this video and I'll put the name of the winner at the pinned comment that I make at the top of this video, if that makes sense. And I'll also put it on my Instagram, so if you don't follow me on Instagram, you can follow me there, and I'll put the name of the winner in a post on there on Wednesday, so you can check on there as well. And then you can just email me and I'll send you out the year subscription. So there we are, job done. The video of 3 parts complete. I'll see you on the next one, which will probably be from Scotland.